Hello everyone, today we are going to create a simple login screen and register screen for a mobile application for parking system using Flutter. So for that, first of all, we should go inside a new folder and copy the path and open it inside the terminal. Inside the terminal, we have to enter Flutter create and project name. After entering it, our Flutter project will be created and we should go inside the project, and in order to open the project in the Visual Studio we have to type code dot and press the enter button. So now our project has been opened in the Visual Studio. So first of all, inside the lib folder we have to create a new folder called views, and inside the views folder we have to create two more additional folders which are components and screens. Since this project will be created using the GetX package, so first of all we have to install the package, and for installing it we have to go in the pop.dev website and copy, and inside the installing we should copy this Flutter pop add gate, and in the terminal of the Visual Studio we can simply paste it and press the enter button. After that our package will be installed in this project. So now inside the screen folder we have to create login.dart file for our login screen, and once it has been created we have to create a stateless widget and give the class name as login screen, and I'll be importing all my package which is material.dart, and inside the main.dart file I'll be deleting all these codes since these are all unnecessary for now. So inside the run app we will be using get material app. So here our package has not been installed properly, so we'll again go inside our popsec file and press Ctrl S to get all our packages. So again we'll be going in the login screen and main screen and retype the get material app. So our get package has been installed, and since firstly we will be running the login screen, so in the home we will be writing login screen. Again inside the login screen we will return scaffold, and we will provide the background color a dark blue color. So it's the hex color for dark blue. So if you copy the numbers and paste in the Google, then we can see dark blue color. So inside the scaffold, so let's run our emulator. So our project has been built in our emulator. So firstly we can only see the background color which is dark blue, and we will create the body for our scaffold, and for that we will be passing a safe area, and the child for safe area will be single child scroll view. Inside the single child scroll view we will pass the padding as a child, and we will provide the padding symmetrically for vertical 10 and for horizontal 20. As a child for padding we will be passing column, and the column will always take children. For children we are defining container with alignment center, and the child will be the logo, parking logo. So for inserting the images, firstly we have to create a new folder called assets, and inside the assets folder we have to create another folder images. We can simply drag and drop our images inside the image folder. For using all the images inside our assets folder, we have to go to our popsec file and uncomment these assets and provide the path assets/images/ and save the file. On going back to our login screen, since we are using the image from asset folder, so I will be just typing image.asset and provide the path for the image. Which is parking.png, and the fit will be boxfit.cover. I'll also be defining the height and width for my image. And let's define the sized box as well. And if we save our file, we will be able to see our our parking system logo in our login screen. So next, since it's a login screen, we should be creating the two text field for passing username and password. So firstly, I'll just simply be writing text, which will be username, and provide certain style. So I'll be defining the font size, which will be 20, and the color will be white, colors.white. So next we have to define the text field, and to give certain space between the text and text field, we will be using sized box and provide certain height to it. So next we are going to define text field and provide certain input decoration. For example, field, we will be keeping the field true, and we will fill the text field with color white, and the border for the text field will be outline input border, which will provide the border for all around the text field. And we will also be providing the hint text, which will be enter a username, or you can simply pass anything which will be which you prefer for your text field. So here our username is displayed in the center, so we have to display our username at the left side. So for that, I will be providing the cross axis alignment start for our column. So for creating the password text field, I will simply copy the code of username, and so here we can see the username is shown 2 times. So I will just change the height to 25. Now let's change the username to password. So now our username and password field is ready. Now we are going to create the login button, and we will require a certain space between the text field and the button. So I will be defining sized box with height 55. Now for the button, I'll be using container, but we can also simply use raised button or elevated button. But for now I will be using container and provide the certain decoration for it, such as border. I'll be defining the border circular for all with 30 radius, 10 radius. Now the color for the container will be colors.white, And let's provide the height of 45 and width 90. As a child for the container, we will be passing text, login text, since it's a login button, and we will provide certain styling for the text, which will be font size and font color. Let's define the font size 20 and the color will be colors.white. Sorry, for the text I'll be using the color similar to our background color. So if we save, let's see, we can see that the login has been displayed at the left side. So since we want it at the center, I'll be wrapping my text with center and also the container with center. Now we can see our login button at the center of our login screen. So at the bottom of the login, I want to keep the text, do you have an account? And if the user don't have an account, then they can simply go to click the register and go to their register screen. So for that, let's define a row with, let's pass the main axis alignment center, and the children will be text, don't have an account, so let's give a certain styling. Which will again be the font size and the font color. Font size 15 and font color will be colors.white. And for the register, I will simply be copying this text. So in the place of don't have an account, I'll just write register and change the color of the text to blue. So if we save this, we can see that it displays don't have an account, then register. Now let's create a new file inside the screen folder, which will be register.dart, and in the dart file, let's create a stateless widget called register screen and import the material dart package. Let's return the scaffold. So inside the test file, we have certain error, we can simply delete it. And inside the login screen, while pressing to the register, I want it to navigate to the register screen. So I'll be wrapping the text with inkwell and on tap get to register screen. So now if we click on the register, it will navigate us to the register screen. Let's remove the constant and add constant before the text. Sorry. So inside our register screen, let's give the background color similar to that of our login screen, which is dark blue color. So let's save. Now at the body of the scaffold, I will be passing the safe area, and the child for safe area will be single side scroll view, and the child for single side scroll view will be padding, and I will pass the padding similar to that of login screen, which is vertically 10 and horizontally 20. And child of the padding, for the child of the padding, I will be passing column, and we know that column always takes children. and inside the children I'll be passing container and give the margin for the top, which is top with margin top 30, and so we are getting such an error here. For that, let's remove the constant and add the constant in our background color, and let's provide the alignment for our container alignment center, and the child for our container will be text that says register new user. And let's provide certain styling. The font size for this text will be 25 and the color will be colors.white. So now if we save this, we can see the register new user has been displayed at the center in the top of our register screen. So now we have to create different text form field for entering our username, name, contact, email, and so on. So for defining the space between two text form field, we are using sized box. So now let's define text form field and provide certain input decoration similar to that of our login screen. We will be filling our text form field with white color and provide the border outline input border with the hint text, and the hint text will be enter your username. Let's remove our constant, and okay, it's just a quick fix. So now if we save our file, we can see our new text form field for entering our username. So now I'll simply copy this code and paste it for creating new text form field for username, email, contact, and password. So if we save this file, we can see 4 more additional text form field has been added in our register screen. So I'll just change the height of size box to 20. So the spacing so let's save it. The spacing between our text fields has been increased. So now let me change the name from username to name, email, contact. And let me add one more text form field for confirming our password. Now I'll be just creating the register button, just similar to that of our login button. So I'll just simply copy the code from login screen to our register screen. Here let me change the login to register and import our get package. While saving this, we have got few errors here. So the tag hasn't been closed properly. So now let's save our file. So here we can see, sorry, the register spelling has been incorrect. So now I have changed the login to register and don't have an account to already have an account and register to login. So in this way our login screen and register screen has been completed. So now we can simply press to login, click on login if you don't have our account, and inside the register screen we can simply click on already have an account to log in to navigate to the login screen. In this way we can use Flutter to create a simple login and register screen for our any mobile application.